Lucy's Story by Lisa Hennigan. I tied up my new running shoes and set my iPod to my favorite running song to get motivated to run. I pushed myself out the door. I ran up the street, mostly looking at my feet moving back and forth. I happened to look up and see a short and stocky dog running around her plush green front yard. She wore a pink collar attached to a pink leash. She was dragging her owner behind her, and she excitedly dashed around her yard. This made me smile, as I was reminded of how I used to love when my own dog would drag me around. For a moment, I wished I had her energy. Then I noticed that the dog was swollen. I excitedly stopped running and asked the owner if she had just had puppies. She walked over and told me that yes, she had just had new puppies. This brown and white dog with a wrinkled face leaned her whole body against my legs as I squatted down to pet her. The woman told me that the whole story was quite funny. I decided my run was over because I wanted to hear Lucy's story. The woman was a volunteer for the Long Island Bulldog Rescue. They had asked her to temporarily house the dog while they waited to find her a forever home. The woman has 3 other bulldogs, so she was happy to take this 2-year-old girl. The first thing they noticed about the dog was her swollen midsection, so they took her to the vet. The vet examined her and felt around for puppies, however, she couldn't feel anything. So the dog was diagnosed with false pregnancy and sent back home with directions to watch her carefully. The woman and her husband were going to Atlantic City for the weekend, so they left the dog at a friend's kennel so she could be watched and well taken care of for the weekend. Of course, while they were away, the woman got a phone call from the friend saying that her dog had 6 puppies. 1 of them died, and 5 of them were very healthy. These were very interesting puppies because some of them looked like puggles, and some of the puppies looked like Dalmatians. All of these Puggle, Dalmatian, English Bulldog puppies were without homes. This kind woman had them all living in her in-law apartment until real homes could be found for each of them. I finally asked the woman what the dog's name was, and she told me it was Lucy. So I said goodbye to Lucy and walked home, thinking about Lucy and her puppies. This experience was sticking with me because last June, my 4-year-old Rottweiler passed away from lymphoma. It was hard on both my husband and I because he was so young. He used to run around the house and play with his toys, just like Lucy did. It made me realize how much I miss having a dog to play with in my house. I talked to my husband about how I wish we could bring those dogs to our house. We have a house and yard with plenty of room for them to enjoy playing. My husband and I both love dogs and have plenty of love to give them. This experience made me realize that when we do get a dog, we should adopt one. And we did. And his name is Willie, and we love him.